Jason March is the poker manager for PlayNow.com. You're pretty much the reason why we're on the air, correct?
I think so, yes.
Something like that?
Yeah, I think it works that way.
Okay, now I've been saying this every night. So give us a better version of what I'm saying. I'm talking about you get in the free roll game and then you get a chance to play on the Sunday Nut for $1. And if you win the draw, you get to go to the World Series of Poker. And if a person wins the draw, what happens when they get to Vegas?
They play in the World Series of Poker, they win the event, and they get to win this very flashy piece of jewelry right here.
Right, just keep that up until we get a good shot of that. That is the actual bracelet that this year's World Series of Poker winner will get.
This is the Stanley Cup of Poker.
It is, and you have it.
I do.
They gave it to you.
They did.
They must like you down there.
I guess.
This isn't a replica. This is the real deal.
This is the real deal. It's worth $50,000.
$50,000. And for a winner of the World Series of Poker, what was the winner last year's prize money?
Just under $9 million.
$9 million.
Yes.
And it depends on how many people enter into the event?
Correct, yes.
So how many people were in last year?
I believe about 7,000.
So the person who would win this contest from this province to go down through PlayNow.com would have a shot at that bracelet.
Absolutely.
But
it's anybody's game.
It's a long haul, though, isn't it?
It is. It's about 10 days of poker, and then they finish to the final 9, and then the final 9 play back in November.
How often do you see somebody who just comes out of nowhere, a person we don't see on television playing poker, get a shot at the bracelet?
I ran one of the World Poker Tour events here in Canada, and the first winner that I had was an unemployed auto line worker living in his girlfriend's mom's basement, and he won the tournament from a $90 satellite, and I gave him a check for $1.4 million.
Did he move out of the basement?
I believe so, yes.
Yes. Good for him.
And stayed with the girlfriend.
Did he stay with the girlfriend? Good for him. That's a nice story then. So it is possible for an amateur to win, or a perceived amateur to win, but really, what separates the average amateur player from the guys we do see on TV, the real pros? What separates them?
I would say patience and time, practice and time. It's a long haul playing poker for 10 days straight, and the pros will sit there like sharks and wait for one mistake, and then they take your stack.
What's the mistake they're looking for? What's a common mistake?
Overplaying a hand, overplaying one pair, and then they push your stack and they take it.
Could it be the amateur players losing patience? I'm sitting here, I'm getting tired of this.
They panic. They don't have the stamina or patience, or they just crack under the pressure.
Now PlayNow.com is an online site. Just recently in the States, some of the online sites we hear a lot of got knocked down, correct? Elaborate.
The U.S. Department of Justice went after some of the online sites. It's unregulated gaming in the States, and PokerStars, Full Tilt, and some of the other sites they went after and shut them down for U.S. players. It was bound to happen, and it had to happen, I believe. There's just too much money going to unregulated sites, and there were some bad things happening. So
people who were playing down there, who had a bank account with these people, what happens to their money?
A lot of it hasn't been returned yet, and a lot of players don't believe it ever will. So that's why BC Lotteries started PlayNow.com and went with a regulated site, and they really are a world leader when it comes to this. There isn't anybody else that has the kind of offering that we have here. It took us 8 years to build this kind of infrastructure, and it will take that long again for the U.S. Various states to pass the laws and build the infrastructure to be able to offer this again.
And PlayNow.com's poker site, you're connected with the province of Quebec right now. You'd like to get all across Canada, but it would not be an international site. Those sites are pretty much